And I'm telling you right now, I am not going to go another year doing this. I'm not even gonna go 2 months. I'm not even gonna go another month.
CJ and Royalty. Get a mediator, get friends, get family. Please get somebody, because these kids is gonna have a hard 15 years left of co-parenting if some of this stuff don't happen now. If Royalty don't stop the hurt, and if whatever else happens, it's gonna be a very hard co-parenting. Alright, so I know my comments always go crazy. Oh, you team CJ, you team CJ. I'm not team CJ. I'm not team Royalty. I'm team Truth. And the truth is, Royalty has done some of the craziest things known to man. If CJ is a liar the way that she claims, she should have dealt with that off camera. She should ignore him. But she was with him for so many years when he was doing the lying on Nike, allegedly. But now that the tables has turned, now he's a bad person. He was a great father when he was going back and forth with Nike. He was a great father when he was helping you with your children and keeping them while you work, or helping you with them and taking care of them and taking the role as daddy that they was calling him. But now all of a sudden, everything he's doing is completely wrong. Y'all want to know what happened? I'm going to get into the story.
Pay attention to the signs. If someone dumps their baby daddy and kicks him out, moves into their mom's house with you the first day they know you, you know something ain't right. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I ain't even throwing shade. I'm just saying, like, that's the honest to God truth. That's what happened. I met Royalty in the club. The first time we ever met after that was at her mom's house. The next day I moved in her mom's house because I got kicked out by my real girlfriend.
You playing with me, CJ? You wanna play with my kids? I'm gonna play with your money. I'm gonna play with your views. I'm gonna play with everything that you got. Cause remember how you got there, my nigga. Remember how you got there, CJ.
Okay, so I know y'all already know the backstory, heard the backstory, seen how everything played out. So let's get into what's going on recently. I know y'all know all the other stories. No need to recap. Go back and watch my old videos. It'll keep you up on the CJ So Cool and the Royalty drama. But let's get into what just happened recently. So, recently CJ decided that he's going to enroll his kids into preschool, daycare, school, whatever.
I decided to put my kids in school going against their mother's will. She told me, I don't want my kids in school. I don't care about none of that. Let them stay at home. I was like, what? When they with me, they really with me. And when they with you, I ain't got nothing to do with that.
No big deal, you think? Well, Royalty thought it was a big deal. She felt as if CJ is just doing that so he doesn't have to watch the children, so he can actually, do whatever he does. But last time I checked, it's a lot of celebrity rich people that enroll their kids in the preschool, daycare, or whatever the reason may be, to get time to handle business that they normally can't handle with the kids being around. That's my opinion. Royalty's going to break that down. Y'all can make their own assumption in the comments down below. That's just my assumption through the beginning of how all this happened. So, Royalty, of course, didn't like it. So, it initially started with a text message, according to Royalty, that she actually leaked to another channel. And she said, let something happen to my kids because your lazy ass want to send them to school because you don't know how to control or tame them. Did all that fighting just to send them off to strangers. That's the beginning of the text message that we see, that we can also see that has been edited. So we don't know what else was sent in there, but that's what we see that was actually leaked to this channel. CJ did respond. He was like, what the hell are you talking about? You let your mom black both of my kids' eyes. Get off my line. She said, call CPS, did you crybaby ass bitch. Don't have to. I'll just beat you in court. That is what we didn't see behind the scene. Now, let's break this down. She said because he didn't want to watch them. She went off on him. We don't know what happened before then, but according to Royalty, she asked him before enrolling them in school, she wanted to know more about school, and all he gave her was a name.
He advised me that the kids will be going to school. Actually, he didn't even actually advise me. He basically sent me a text message in a demanding way, basically saying, the kids will be going to school. I don't care what you say. You don't have the money to put them in school. Blah, 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 whatever the case may be. I told him, no, I don't agree. Blah, 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 blah. Then after that, I didn't hear anything else about schooling until I recently heard about him getting the kids prepared for some type of schooling, some type of daycare, some type of babysitter center, whatever you want to call these places. The end of it. So Thursday comes when he gets them. I come to find out, of course, from his video that the kids will be starting school the next day, which is Friday. So I'm asking him, why didn't you tell me like the kids were starting school? What school are they going to? What's the number? What's the address? What is all this information? So I'm asking him for this information. He's not giving it to me. All he did was give me a name.
Now, let's take Royalty's side here. That was kind of, oh man, you could have gave me the name, da 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 da. But if we also look at Royalty, Royalty is known to be very, very, very loud and disrespectful to CJ. So my question is, why would he want to cooperate with you? My next question that you guys can ask me in the comment down below, since you believe that I'm biased, is why wouldn't he cooperate with someone who's already mouthing off at her? According to her on past videos, she stated that she wasn't going to let him see the twins because he don't know how to talk to her and how he talks behind camera and what he puts on the camera. So now the ball is in his court. Is he wrong for doing the same thing to her that she did to him? I'm going to let y'all answer in the comments down below because I'm going to be neutral to the situation. But since it's a big issue, I'm going to be neutral to the situation. I want you to answer below. Is she wrong? For 8 months, she kept the kids away for a lot of reasons. He wasn't able to see them, but then she said she wasn't able to see her kids for 4 days, but he wasn't able to see his kids for 4 months, or 8 months, or whatever the months was. I don't know. Y'all let me know in the comments down below how y'all feel about that. But anyway, CJ did go online. He said, oh my God, this woman is going to get my twins kicked out of school on the 2nd day. If anybody out there consider themselves friends of Charlene, please tell her to stop harassing the twins in their school. Then he said, thank God, prayers work. Charlene called the police to my kids' school, and once they arrived, they told Charlene, her mom, and brother they could never come back to the school again. All this just to try and stop me from co-parenting my kids. I took her to court for this very reason, and she's still trying to control my life. He posted, of course, this video that you probably will see of her and her mom obviously standing outside by her car to go to the school. So, according to Royalty, she wasn't on the contact list, and she doesn't know anything about the school, and that CJ leaked the school name.
I'm a little worried about my kids. I just want to check up on them to make sure that they're okay. So that's what I did this morning, guys. I got up, since I know from the internet that they will be in school from 8 to 3. I know when to go to the school. So yeah, this morning I go up to the school. I go in there and I proceed to ask them, I would like to know if my kids is here, if they're okay, like, can I see them, blah, blah, blah. So mind you, this little place, y'all already know the name because this idiot already posted it for a lot of you guys to see where my kids go to school at on a daily basis.
But let's get back to the situation of her controlling him and not letting him see the kids at all for so many amount of months. 8 months according to CJ. Allegedly. We don't know. I don't remember how long it was. But she didn't let him see him. He wasn't able to co-parent. So, is he right for playing tit for tat for her? Or is he still wrong because he didn't do it on her timeline for her to control him? Let's get to this last allegation.
Why don't you tell them the reason behind you CJ, you big CJ, of you getting a black eye? Because I bet you won't tell the internet that story. I bet you won't tell the internet that story. I mean, I don't even think they would look at you the same way if you were to even tell that story. It's funny how you want to make yourself look like this perfect individual that does nothing. But like I said, why don't you tell the story? But if you don't want to tell the story, I don't mind telling the story. But I think it would sound better from maybe Leon. Not Leon. Maybe Jalea. Maybe Jalea will tell y'all what happened. Not even Jalea. Wait, hold on. Not. Maybe Nation. Nation, you want to tell this story? Nation, you want to tell the story? Or what about... I can tell the story. I don't know. It's up to you, CJ.
Of this black eye. She's a legend that he did something to her. So, again, in the comments, just answer this for me. You was with the man for 9 years. How come we never saw a report on any of these things happen? Do you have a police report? Do you have video? Is this the first time? That's a big allegation to throw out on someone to be very, very... To pretty much defame their character. You're trying to break him, as said before.
You playing with me, CJ? You want to play with my kids? I'm going to play with your money. I'm going to play with your views.
You want to see him down bad, but you're making very bad allegations against him that at this point in time I call cap. I want to see the proof. Do we have anything happen in the past? What was so bad? Why wasn't the police called? You don't believe in police, but you call the police to the school to see your children. All this doesn't make sense for this supposed to be done to you. Can we see real receipts? I call cap, and you shouldn't defame a person's character like that. But I want y'all to let me know what y'all think about the situation in the comments down below. I was going to do a rant on this whole thing, but I don't think this thing will ever end. So you just keep in drama as it goes. And I'm going to keep giving my opinion as it goes. So if you watched it to this point, thank you for watching. Go ahead and hit that like button, comment, subscribe. I'm out.